Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jim or Risk here, and I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I actually have an interesting story to tell you guys today. It's regarding me and getting arrested. Obviously, you can see by the title. Saturday night, about 8 p.m., I had just got out of work, and I went home, and me and my girlfriend, we went to go get something to eat, and we were on the highway driving back. We were on I-95. It's a highway that runs from Maine all the way to Florida on the East Coast. And it's always been known to have a shitload of police and state troopers on it as well. Um, Now, I'm pretty sure not many people obey the speed limit. I know I don't. But I guess I was going about 10, 15 miles over the speed limit, and I ended up getting pulled over by a New York police officer, not a state trooper. So now, obviously, I knew what I did wrong. I was obviously speeding. So when he came up to my car and he said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I said, "Of course, I was speeding a little bit." So he asked for my license and registration, the whole 9 yards. I gave it to him, and he went back to his cop car. Now I'm prepared to get a ticket, right? But instead, he comes back to my car and he asks me if he could search my vehicle. Now, me thinking, like, what the fuck? I don't have anything in my car. I said, "No, you don't have the right to search my vehicle." He said, "Yes, I do." I said, "No, you don't." He said, "Open your trunk for me real quick." I said, "No." No. If you would like to open it, if you would like to see what's inside, you could open it yourself. So he got pissed and like walked back to his car again, and I saw him on like the receiver with like the walkie-talkie or whatever it is, and he must have been telling someone either at the precinct he was assigned or or someone else what's going on. So when he walked back to my car again, he said, "Don't be smart with me. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Let me check your vehicle." I said, "No, you may not search my vehicle." This guy pulled out his gun and he aimed it at me and he yelled at me to step out of my car. Now, obviously, I listened because I had fucking guns drawn on me. I wasn't prepared to get shot, especially in front of my girlfriend. So I got out and he yelled, "Turn around." I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he yelled it or like he said it like just turn around, but I'm pretty sure he yelled and he said, "Turn around and lean up against the vehicle." So I did, obviously, because I don't want to resist and get shot. So, he arrested me. He put me in cuffs. Now, before he put me in his car, like, I was still standing by my front door. He went back to his car, and he went, like, on the receiver again. So, like, real quick before he came back, I told my girlfriend, I was like, "Take my car to your house and put it in your garage. I don't care what you do with it right now because, he has my license, so if she brought it to my house and left it in front of my house, they could seize my car. I don't want that to happen because, I pay lease on my car, and I don't want anything to fuck it up or my credit gets ruined, shit like that." So I said, "I don't trust him, just bring it to your house." She said, "All right." So then he brought me to the cop car, and he literally threw me in the back seat. Like, he fucking threw me in the back seat like I was a criminal, and obviously I didn't do anything. I didn't resist. The only thing I did was, my Fifth Amendment rights. I resisted. I said, I plead the fifth. That's why I said, "No, you may not search my vehicle," pleading the fifth. Now, before I got into the vehicle, like before he threw me into the vehicle, I realized that he was a cop from the 49th precinct in the Bronx. Now, the 49th precinct is kind of funny because it's actually like a couple blocks away from me, like and it's interesting because like I got pulled over 20 minutes from where I live, but it happens to be the same cop from the same precinct of where I actually live. It's, it was weird. And, in the 49th precinct, my cousin Vincent, he's a sheriff slash detective there, and he has a lot of authority, like, over just basic cops on the street that run just patrol. So as we were in the car, I asked the guy, I said, "You know what you did wrong, right?" He said, "I didn't do anything wrong." I said, "Yeah, you did." I said, "You made two mistakes. One, you didn't read me my Miranda rights, which is, you have the right to remain silent, you have the right to a lawyer, things like that." He didn't say that whole speech. He didn't say the whole lecture, and he also didn't say anything about the Fifth Amendment. You're supposed to let someone know that they have a Fifth Amendment if they don't know. Obviously, I knew because yeah. So I actually told him, I was like, "Don't try to outsmart me. I've been growing up, in my family of police officers, my whole life." And I said, "I already know more than you." He said, "Don't worry about it. I didn't have to say them." I said, "All right." I said, "Yeah, yeah, of course you didn't have to say them." I said, "I bet you know my cousin, though." He said, "Who's your cousin?" I said, "Vincent." I'm not going to say his last name. So I said, "Vincent, whatever." I said, "The sheriff slash detective of the 49th precinct where you work." He said, "How do you know I worked at 49th precinct?" I said, "Obviously, it says it on the car. It says the car number and then the 49th precinct or whatever precinct you're from." He said, "Oh yeah, I know who he is." He said, so I said, "All right, good." So now, all this time, like I paid attention to the situation. I realized, the guy from the precinct, and I realized, his badge number and everything. And when I got home, like when I got released from the precinct, I walked home. It's only a couple blocks away, so I walked home and I called my cousin Vinny, and I was like, "Vinny, I was so pissed. I was fuming. Like I was fuming, literally fuming." I called him and I was like, "Yo, Vinny, I got arrested. I need to talk to you." He goes, "What the fuck did you do? Like, what's up?" I said, "I got arrested. I was going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit on 995, whatever." And he said, "Why'd you get arrested for that?" I said, "That's what I said." The guy wanted to search my vehicle, and I said no because, it's my vehicle and there's nothing in my car that I obviously. So he goes, "All right." He said, then I told him, I was like, "I have his badge number." I wrote down the badge number. He's from the precinct that you work at. He's at the 49th. I got the number. He said, "What's the number?" I said, "I'm not going to say the guy's number because you guys could search it up on the internet and be like, oh, it was the guy." But yeah, okay. I told him the number. He said, "Hold on." And then I was like, "Yeah, all right." And he must have searched it up on his computer real quick because he has like that little laptop that they have in the cop cars that they use. So he has one of those at home. And he said, "Oh, yeah, his name is Marlon, whatever." I'm not going to say his last name. So Marlon, right? He said, "Why did he arrest you?" I said, I already told him. I was like, "Yo, yeah," because he told me to he wanted me to search my car. And then I told him no, and he just made me get out of the car, guns drawn. He was like, "Guns drawn?" I was like, "Yeah, guns drawn." He said, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Yeah, he didn't even read me my Miranda rights or anything." And I was like, he was like, my cousin was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "No one ever does that." I was like, "Yeah, I know." Like, that was basically police brutality because I obeyed what he said, and then he still guns drawn and everything. He said, "All right, whatever. I'll call you back in about 10 minutes. So I'm like, "All right." So I'm sitting here with no license, with no car, and, I don't know what to fucking do. So I called my girlfriend, and I was like, "Did you get home okay? Did you put my car in your garage?" She said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I said, "All right, my cars are fucking life, so, like, you better take care of that shit before I get back." And, she was like, "All right, whatever." So I hung up with her, and then I'm chilling in my room. I went on Skype for like 10 minutes. I was talking to someone. I don't remember who it was. Might have been Marcus or Soar by Soar or something like that. Someone, I don't know. And then eventually he ended up calling me back, and he said to me, "I reported it to the 49th precinct, and I got his badge and his gun taken away from him because that wasn't right of what he did. He should have read you his Miranda rights, or your Miranda rights." Sorry. And then he obviously shouldn't have guns drawn because, like, you were obviously obeying him. He had no right to pull out his gun. He was like, "Just be careful when you accidentally break the law again." Now, honestly, guys, this commentary wasn't to start any controversy about cops or if they're bad or not or if police brutality is a thing. I just wanted to explain my situation because I believe myself that it was police brutality. Even though he didn't hurt me or hit me or shoot me or anything, I still think it's police brutality because I obeyed everything he told me to do, and he still, guns drawn, and he still didn't, read me my Miranda rights, and he still didn't do anything. And whenever you arrest someone, you're supposed to read them the Miranda rights right away. So that's why I got a little mad, and that's why this whole process ended out how it did. Now, if you guys want to, like, leave a comment, either talking about previous encounters with the police, or you can say something about what I said or what I did or about what the police officer did, you obviously can go ahead because I'll have the comment section open. You guys can do whatever you want. Yeah, if you guys want to add me on Skype, talk to me about it, whatever. But yeah, so I'm sorry I haven't uploaded like in the past in a while. I haven't had time at all. I'm in college and I work and yeah, I go to school. Yeah, that's really it. School and work. And, I've been trying to hit a shot so I can upload it, but I haven't hit anything, like, whenever I played. So it's just not working out right now. So we'll see what happens. But for now, that's all, guys. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And it's been your boy Jim. I'm out. Peace.